Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. This is 560 Athena here. And hello and greetings to all my fellow pagan witches and wiccans out there in YouTube world as well. Basically, uh, I had gotten all of my housework done and everything, so this afternoon I decided to, sit down, watch History Channel, because that's basically one of my favorite channels to watch. And, this show called Decoding the Past came on. Well, basically, I wasn't able to really watch the show today all the way through because something came up. But I found the show. I found the show and its episode on YouTube. About an hour ago, and I decided to watch it on YouTube instead. It was a show on the History Channel called Decoding the Past. I'm sure everybody's familiar with it. It's one of my favorite shows on the History Channel. Very, very informative, very entertaining, and very interesting. This particular episode was called 2012 Doomsday. Okay, now, I usually look at comments on videos that I watch on YouTube, see what other people think of them and think of the content and the subject matter. And I was kind of surprised by the comments of this one in particular, and I was only on part 1. But some of these comments are extremely funny to me. They are hilarious, and some of them are very thought-provoking. Like, okay, here's a comment that was only 2 hours ago from a user called forgive me if I don't pronounce this right, Unclear Ruckus 7142. It basically says, don't assume all theists are dogmatic, because I'm not. I don't know what that really has to do with anything of this subject matter, but very well. Alright, second one says you don't have to be Christian or atheist to know something is going to happen in 2012. It's a proven fact that in December of 2012, a solar tempest, parentheses, solar typhoon, will happen, and when it does, the 11-year support cycle will come to an end. NASA expects the Earth's magnetic field to be troubled when this happens, and they say it will cause calamities such as earthquakes, hurricanes, typhoons, etc. to take place all around the world in a short period of time, not the end, a new beginning. Okay? That comes from Suck My Ass Barf 18. Suck My Ass Barf 18 hours ago. Okay, another one comes from MD Demonic 689, and it says, relax Chuck Norris is all over this. You don't realize how powerful his roundhouse kicks are. Easily enough to deflect solar winds, nukes, or asteroids. So chill. I found that one extremely funny. And let's see. Another one says, right around you woke up, XP. And that comes from R Hollow 403. R Hollow 40 3 days ago. Here's one that comes from G0. N Chloe 4 days ago. God, who is this creature you humans refer to? Now, I don't know about any of you other YouTubers out there, but I'm kind of wondering what GE0 and ENC Olea was actually what point this particular user was trying to make. I don't really think he or she didn't even understand the subject matter subject matter of the program. Okay, here is one called Mr. Larsquimill. Mr. Larsquimmy 1 week ago. You were suffocated by okay, it was supposed to be not subducted, abducted by aliens. Sorry, sir, you actually misspelled abducted there. Or interfering with aliens, am I right? Okay, wait a minute. I see what these people were referring to now, because here's Rhino Rune, and this came on a week ago. Today is another bad day. Basically, not referring at all to the show or its content or subject matter. I think he was smoking a little bit of the crazy weed that day. And here's another one from Rhino Rune a week ago. I think it was basically the same day. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky. I was moving very irregularly. Suddenly there was an intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was at home. What do you think happened to me? Actually, I think he had a little too much acid. Oh, good lord. Okay, here's a comment by a user called GW Packy 1 week ago. Not until Imam Mehdi and then Jesus' arrival on Earth. Basically meaning that he doesn't look at the Mayans as even being credible, or any of the other oracles around the world being credible, that have basically foretold the same prophecy, just in, their own unique and specific way. Okay, and last but not least, actually there were more comments, but basically I didn't really feel like copying them all down. I didn't think I'd have enough time to copy them all down. Okay, last one John D. lost 1 week ago. The Mayans also correctly predicted the eclipse and the invasion of white men with beards from Spain. They, along with other ancient civilizations, claim to have been visited by light-skinned men with beards who built pyramids, and so on. Only atheist fools think that 2012 will be the end. It's the start of a new age, the very last age before the tribulation and the peace treaty with Israel. Pagan. I think he was actually trying to spell Palestine, but don't quote me, I'm not really sure. Basically, John D. Loss, kudos to you. You know, I'm glad you were able to stand your ground on that comment. But basically, the point of this video is I was wondering what the modern day Wicca views and pagan views of this subject matter would be. How basically how do Wiccans and pagan witches view the Mayan prophecy surrounding, you know, the year 2012? I mean, is it really the end, or is it a new beginning, or is the Mayan prophecy, should the Mayan prophecy just be discarded as ancient superstition? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, it's not that I'm actually afraid of 2012. You know, I mean, personally, I'm kind of hoping it is just ancient superstition because Yule falls on that day, and I really do want to be able to celebrate Yule next year. Which I guess would, if I remember correctly, that would be our equivalent to Christmas, or basically what Christmas was before it was basically called Christmas, when it was celebrated back in the day. So, I would really like to hear your views, your point of view on this. I would like to hear your thoughts on this subject matter, and I would also like to hear your thoughts about the History Channel and Decoding the Past. I think it's a very good series. You may not agree with me, but you're more than welcome to disagree. That's why I'm glad we're pagans. We have the right to disagree with each other if we see fit. Some of you may like the History Channel, some of you may not, but that is one of the main ways I even learn about history. As far as I'm concerned, the history books themselves really leave too much out. They don't fill in all the blanks. They don't have all the information readily available to be studied. Oh, and just a final note, I will be, not tonight, but tomorrow afternoon I will be closing my YouTube account. And the reason being for this is I want a new username, and I found out that the only way that you can actually have a new username is to basically close your current YouTube account and create a new one. And that's exactly what I intend to do, because I am so getting sick and tired of 560 Athena. It is, I want a name with a little more zip to it. So basically my time is running out, so blessed be, and good night to all. Thank you.